Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kylie and I love to read. So if you can't tell by the title, today's video is going to be seeing how many books I can read in 2 days. So I've got nothing but time over the next 48 hours. So we're gonna see how many books I can read and kind of how long it takes me to read each book, depending on like the genre or the length of it. And I think it's gonna be really fun. Spoiler, I already finished filming all of the videos, so I already know what's gonna happen. But you guys don't. So if you want to see how many books I can read in 2 days, keep watching. I think I can probably read at least 3 books during this video. Here are the 4 choices we have to start with. I tried to pick books that I want to read and that I think I'm going to enjoy so that this video is successful, but let's get into it. So here are the 4 choices. So first we have Caraval. So Caraval is about a girl named Scarlett and her father has an arranged marriage for her, so that'll be an interesting plot. And then Caraval is like a once-a-year performance, I believe, and that's kind of all I know about it. So yeah, this is book number 1. Choice 2 is Addicted to You. I've had this book sitting on my bookshelf for such a long time. This is the one that I mentioned in my June TBR that has 10 books, I think, maybe more, maybe less, in the series, but I've heard a lot of people say they're really good, and also it's not a super long book. I don't know much about this one. I know it's about Lily Calloway. I've heard people refer to this series as the Calloway series, so I assume that maybe there's either more than one sibling in this family that the books are about, or it's just all about this one girl. I'm not sure, but this is choice 2. Choice 3 is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I believe this is a standalone fantasy. Okay, it sounds like this one's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland retelling, or like a similar plot to that story. And then choice 4 is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. This one I only have on my Kindle. I don't have the physical copy of this one. So Never Lie is, I believe, about a couple who either buys a house or goes to stay at a house, and I don't know if it's haunted or abandoned or something like that. I read the summary of it a few days ago and I can't remember. This one is, I think, either a mystery or a thriller. So I think that one would be a really good one to start with, because it will really get me in that reading grind. I made a wheel with all 4 choices and we're gonna spin it to see which one I start with, because I don't want to choose the first one. Here we go. Yes! Starting with Never Lie, and I'll give you some updates as we go. Guys, this book, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm on page 100 and I've been reading for about an hour now. This book is about Ethan and Trisha, and they are going to see like a tour of a house with their agent, like real estate agent or whatever, but the person who's supposed to show them this house hasn't gotten there yet. So they're like, well, we have to go in, it's cold and she's not here yet, we don't want to freeze to death. So they find a key hidden under a plant and they go inside the house, and it's like covered in dust, and they're talking about how the real estate agent would never show a house that was so dusty. And then after being there for a little bit, they discover that the house belonged to a psychiatrist who has been missing for 3 years and presumed dead. So the way that this is written is like super spooky. We're getting the POV of Adrian, the psychiatrist, and then also Trisha as they're like searching around this house, looking at it as if they wanted to buy it. I have a prediction, and if I'm right, that's gonna be really sad because I feel like I already know what's gonna happen. Also, there's lots of like scary haunted vibes happening, so like lights being on, finding a glass of water. Do you see this? Sir. They find a glass of water on the counter that has like condensation on it. Sir. Like I said, this lady that was living in the house has been missing or assumed dead for 3 years, so there shouldn't be water with condensation on the counter. And also there's food in the fridge. Stop. There's food in the fridge. That is not, that's so suspicious. And Ethan, the husband, is like, well, maybe Judy, our real estate agent, left some food for us. Trisha's thinking nobody puts food in a house they're gonna show. That's just not like etiquette. You don't do that kind of stuff. You just come in and see the house. I am definitely gonna keep reading. This is crazy. I am flying through this book, you guys. I'm on chapter 40 already. And according to my Kindle, I have about an hour left. I've been reading for 2 hours and 7 minutes now. And that is insane. I don't think I've ever read a book this fast, but it is so good. It's literally keeping me on my toes. So I think I'm gonna try to finish it and then maybe get lunch and then we'll start the next book. But I am so excited to see how this ends. I think my prediction still stands. I'm wondering if Ethan is EJ. He's been acting very suspicious, but I honestly don't know how this is gonna end. It just keeps getting crazier. Hi guys, it's been a while since I've chatted with you. I finished reading Never Lie on my Kindle, and oh my gosh, you guys, remember how I said I had a prediction and like I had it all planned out and I thought I knew it was gonna happen? Well, I didn't. I was wrong. Frida McFadden really played me like a fiddle. She did it so good. Like, she said it, okay, to be fair, I think I fell right into her trap. Like, she set it up so that I think she wanted you to think what I thought was gonna happen. And I won't spoil it, but the ending was not at all what I expected, but it was so good. I rated that a 5 stars, and I would highly recommend it. So if you like mystery thrillers, get your hands on that book. I think you'll like it. It took me about 2 hours and 46 minutes to read that book, and now I'm finished with it. I had lunch earlier, and then obviously I did my hair. I felt like I needed to do something besides sitting and reading, so I didn't feel like a potato. But now I think I kind of want to go get a refresher. Here are the 3 choices we have. I'm trying to get through what I have on my physical TBR and not buy new books, but I will never change. Anyways, these are the 3 that are left. We've got Addicted to You, Heartless, and Caraval. And I'm not gonna spin the wheel this time because I really want to read Addicted to You. So that's what we're gonna do. I will update you once I've made some progress or if there's something I feel like sharing. So yeah. I just went to Starbucks and I got a strawberry acai lemonade. You guys, I ordered a venti. This is a Trenta. Am I wrong? It's huge. I mean, I'm not complaining. I got more for less. So remember in the last clip where I literally said I'm trying to read the books I have and not buying anymore? Yeah, that lasted all of about 10 seconds. So I was reading Addicted to You and I'm liking it so far, but then I was thinking if I'm gonna finish reading for 24 hours, I think I'm gonna need another mystery thriller and I don't have anymore. But I've heard a lot of good things about Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. So the only place in my town that had it was the small bookstore. In the downtown area, there's this small bookstore where I got this. So I picked this up, and while I was there, guess what I found? In all her glory. I have heard such good things about this book. I say that about literally everything I read. This book has been on my TBR forever and I can never find it. And I found it today. So you know I had to pick that up. This book is freaking heavy. Oh my god, she's beefy. How many pages is this? So I'm really excited about this one. I definitely want to read it. I know a lot of people either love or hate this book. I'll be the judge of that. And then last I got The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I read Better Than the Movies, which is her YA romance. Anyways, let's get back to reading because I haven't really done that much. I wanted to do a quick update on where I'm at. I've been reading for 4 hours and 53 minutes, so almost 5. And I am about halfway through Addicted to You. This one has been, honestly, a pretty good read so far. It started out very interesting. So this one is another fake dating, forced proximity trope. And surprisingly, I feel like that's all I've been reading recently, with the exception of the mystery thriller I just read. Why is that like every book that I own? But anyways, about halfway through it. I think I'm gonna keep reading. I'm not tired yet. It's 8 p.m. and usually I start getting tired around 9:30 or 10. So I think I've got some more reading in me. My drink has been watered down, but still good, honestly. I have been reading for just over 7 hours now. Oh my gosh. I just finished Addicted to You and I kind of am at a loss for words, and that's not necessarily good or bad. I think I'm gonna rate it a 3 stars. I did enjoy reading it. and I finished it, but I don't feel inclined to read the next one right now. And I don't know if that's because I read 2 books today, which I've literally never done before. I've read 1 book in a day, but I've never read 2 before. So it could be that, I don't know, but I just wasn't like loving it. It was a good story, it was interesting to read, but yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the 3 stars. So I'm glad I didn't buy multiple books in that series before reading it. So if I decide I want to read the next one, I can get it, but I don't want to read that one for a bit. I think next I either want to read Magnolia Parks, which is a really big one. It's really thick, but I've heard a lot of good things, or I want to read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, because this one is also like a mystery thriller, and those seem to be my quicker reads. I'm not like super tired yet, but I also don't want to pick up another book right now. So I'm either gonna start reading one of these, or I'm gonna watch TV. Good morning, guys. It's the next day and I've been reading this morning, so we're at about 8 hours and 22 minutes. I am on page 67 of Rock, Paper, Scissors, and it's very interesting. It's funny how the characters talk very similarly in like a mystery thriller story, where it's like not, I don't think condescending is the right word, but they just kind of have this like these creepy little mannerisms and like ways that they speak that just tell you they're up to no good. I don't know, but anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. I can't believe we're at 8 hours and I'm on my 3rd book. Apparently I'm a much faster reader than I thought. Also, here's my reading buddy. Hello, little guy. He's such a snuggler. I love him so much. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I've been reading for almost 11 hours now, and I'm on page 243, and they just dropped like a huge bomb. And I'm so confused right now. I don't know if this is like a clue or like something to throw me off, or if this is like actually true. But oh my gosh, I need to keep reading. So anyways, just wanted to update you guys. This book is crazy. I just finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and oh my gosh, this one had so many crazy like twists and turns that I was not expecting. Normally when I read a book, I feel like I can kind of like predict what I think is gonna happen. This one I had no clue the whole time. I was just like on a roller coaster trying to figure out what's going on. And then this one's plot twist was told in that way where like they don't directly say it, and they also kind of never directly confirm it. So you're kind of like putting the pieces together and you have to figure it out on your own, which is really interesting. But also for that reason, I gave it only a 3-star, because I feel like I'm still kind of at a loss for words. Like there's some loose ends that still need to be tied up, and I feel like they weren't as well as I think they should have been. But overall, it was a pretty good story. I definitely liked Never Lie better though, so if that helps anyone. We're almost at 12 hours of reading. I don't know how people do this video straight through. 24 hours of reading consecutively feels impossible to me. Mostly because I can't sit still for that long. Reading on my Kindle has definitely helped. I can make the font bigger or smaller, and then I can like change the brightness, I can make it more yellow, I can make it more white. And for that reason, also because it's super comfortable to hold, like I can hold it like this, I can hold it with both hands, I can lay down, you know, do whatever I want with it. It's so much easier to read like efficiently with a Kindle. And not all the books that I want to read are on Kindle Unlimited, and I don't want to buy them on Kindle because I already have the paper copy. If you're wondering why I switch between my Kindle and the book, that's kind of why. It's usually if my hands are getting tired. The next choices I have are Magnolia Parks, which as I said is like really heavy and big, and The Love Wager, which is a lot smaller. And I'm torn because I want to read this one because it's smaller and I think I can get through it and still be anticipating this one, but I really want to read this one. I'm just worried that since it's so long, I'm not going to be able to, I don't know. What's the goal here, guys? I think my brain is just scrambled. I filmed a week in my life before filming this, and I read 3 books in that, and I've read 3 books this weekend, so I've read 6 books this week. My brain is so scrambled with words. I wish you guys could like help me decide in real time What should I do next? Should I read? Should I watch TV? I'm kind of hungry. Also, Evan has been gone all weekend. He went to Minnesota to visit our friend, and I have been alone. So that's another reason this one took me longer to read. I started this last night, and it was giving me the heebie-jeebies, so I could not keep reading. I had to go to bed. I slept with a nightlight on because I was scared. But he's coming back today, so maybe I'll bother him. I don't know. I really want to start this one, but the other problem is that this book is so hyped up. I think I'm gonna really enjoy it, and I don't know where I'm gonna get the second one because I could buy it on my Kindle, but it's so cute. I want the physical copy, and they don't have it anywhere in my town. But this one is like perfect floppiness. Like I don't even have to hold that open and it just flops. But like this one, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let's let luck decide. I'm gonna start another book, but I'm gonna let Siri decide. So Magnolia Parks is gonna be heads, and Love Wager is gonna be tails. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Oh, she didn't say it. No, she said tails. She said tails. Can you see that? Well, I guess I'm reading the Love Wager. I've heard this one's good, so maybe I should stop being picky. This is why I don't like to choose. Let's start. We're at 13 hours and I'm about halfway through the Love Wager, and it is so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. Since I've been reading like mystery thrillers, reading this one is like so cute, and I've literally been sitting here the whole time reading it like this. Like smiling because it's so cute. I think I can definitely finish this one tonight. So we're gonna keep reading. Hi guys, I have good news and bad news. So the good news is that I finished Love Wager last night, but I was too tired to get on and like give you my update, so I just went to bed. And the bad news, let me show you. The bad news is that my timer stopped. It restarted. My brain is so scrambled. I have read 4 books this weekend. I finished the Love Wager last night, and it was really cute. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. It was so sweet. Like I said in that last clip, I was literally just sitting here reading, like smiling, like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. It was a very easy, fun, quick read. But yeah, the bad news is that my timer ended, so I can't show you how long it actually took me to get through all the books in 2 days. That's okay. It's okay. We'll live. I'm glad it worked the rest of the time. That's really all I can ask, right? Let's look at the bright side. So yeah, that's kind of the end of the video because it's been 2 days. I read 4 books. I read Never Lie, I read Addicted to You, Love Wager, and I read Rock, Paper, Scissors. And of those 4, I think Never Lie was my favorite. For mystery thriller, definitely. That was a really good one. I read it so fast, I don't think I've ever read a book that quickly. So that's gonna be where this video ends. If you guys stayed through the whole thing, thank you so much. Give this video a like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Yeah, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.